Welcome all of you. Good evening. We'll start a session in few seconds. Like admissions are happening now. Participants are joining. So just give me a time. So very good evening, all of you. So many members are sent me: Abu Sufyan, Rahul, Mehta, Surya. Very good evening, all of you. Very interestingly, I hope you all are following the sessions. And yesterday's session also, I thought you may prepared very well. So the lecture yesterday is also while loop statements we have discussed very clearly. So most of the persons, I think so, to preparing while loop to write any of multiplication table, you have done it. I think so. Done. If not, go through like who are joining today's lecture and today's session. If not done, you just go through our previous video and previous session earlier. What we have learned from that, you go through it and come back to this lecture later. And we are also publishing this lecture at Harisystems YouTube channel. Not done, please go through and subscribe yourself and make the alerts. We are also planning for not only this Python, core Python, full stack web development also. We are planning to give you like most of the free lectures to making like real world full stack web developers who wants to putting and initiating an idea on HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript with most popular open source programming language of PHP. Anywhere you can work with as a freelancer. Not immediately if you are not getting any job. You may work with freelancer using core PHP with MySQL database also. So having all these very basic essential skills to enter a job in freelancer world as a web developer. So helpfully we'll update you very soon once the class is scheduled. And today, come to the point to here. Today we are going to discussing about for loop statement. Yesterday we have seen like one of the important while loop statement. Similarly, today in extending, if you are very clearly understood about the while loop, to understanding for loop is very simple and it's a fingertips only for you. So by seeing this for loop statement and Linux classes. Yes, if anyone group is there, definitely we'll arrange for Linux classes also. If any one of the group of the persons, minimum at least 20 to 25 members are there, and you need in a Linux basics and a Linux administration skills, which is supports you to add on for your growth. Definitely we'll put. We are ready, like the members, like team is ready. the courses which are preparing, and we are giving like a real world project training also to the students, like who wants to enter the software job, who wants to make real world problems and to learn like real world projects using Python, ASP.NET, PHP, like full stack web developments, and DevOps concepts, and Amazon Web Services, AWS, to making like using open source technologies. Most probably we'll concentrate on open source technologies where you will have an ample of opportunities. From the zero, who don't know anything, from the zero onwards, we are initiating the lecture trainings. We are not expecting anything from the students. So student, if he wants to learn something like from the zero, he'll enter here, and he'll successfully like get the job. Job done oriented trainings only will give complete full stack service orientation, and we'll give like a real time project. He needs to crack it. He needs to practice and work on the real time projects only. And similarly, if you are very much interested to understand and any supports, if you want, definitely you may approach us. We have a vast team is there. If you need really help, any which is of a real world help or support, or any of your friends, definitely will help you. At the same time, we'll also support for any experienced issues, any like gaps which are having. Maybe you are putting some around 1 or 2 years experience as in a job entry positions, and you want any like support or help or any quick trainings also, definitely will provide you. You approach us at any time. You may have communication information for us with you, harisystems.com. And for harisystems@gmail.com is our official email ID, and info@harisystems.com also is our official email IDs at gmail.com, and directly you will reach for info@harisystems.com, which is an official HR will taken care for this email ID throughs and all. If any HR supports you may require, you approach us. They'll help you up to your levels. There is a minimum like a very low priority based charges would be there. It's absolutely will not give you like a completely, I won't tell you like completely free. Definitely there would be some charges. And similarly, student projects are also there, who are BTech or entrance or MCA, MBA, any IT related relevant projects from PHP, ASP.NET, and Java, IoT devices, real world projects are also we are supporting. If anyone wants or any inquiries, you may ask us, definitely will help you. According to the project requirement, we'll give you a small little bit charges, which is a developers charges only will charge. Okay. If you are really interested to do a real world project on your interest, want to learn and do the project, yes, definitely we'll always welcome you. We'll give you the real-time assessments to you. You need to crack yourself only. If you are not utilizing our resources and our time, we won't charge. It's absolutely free. You can have your time and word with us with via chat, and we'll help you to guide you and to do the projects on yourself. Definitely will support you. So now we'll see here to the yeah. For this, you may approach us either via mail or WhatsApp official number. You know like the group which is created. These two only the communication medias. Don't try to put any other emails and any other like persons. If you are calling and asking something to probing something, don't believe and don't share your personal details as well. Okay, this is our ultimately official information. Now, today we are going to discussing about our real-time topic, which is for loop statement. So it's nothing but control flow statement only. What we have seen yesterday with the while loop, the same way we are preparing a line of code statements, which is inside the block of for loop. So these for loop will help us to give us more iteration purpose only we are going to creating. Most of the persons what they are doing and using for instead of advantage of for loop only, they'll try to initiate rather than while loop. Whatever it, the both loops will do the same thing only. Whichever you convenient, you may. So let's see. By doing the exercises of like what we have done, put all the persons mute in your phone first. Very great request to you all. Yeah, welcome back. So here the control flow statement, what it will tell. The control flow statement, what it will tell. The flow is continuously going. Simply, a train is starting from one source point to it's moving to destination point. What is the control point? How the driver will recognize and understand? He knows some station or some signals to stop. It's a red light. So it will stop there and he'll pick up the passengers and he'll drop the passengers there where the destination point, if it is reached, and it will continue till end of the station, it will reach. The same way loop will also continue. We want to control the loop by using controlling of break and continuous statements to control the loop also. So let's see the syntax, how we are going to preparing and how we are basic construction of for loop, how it will be done using our system. Let's see now. I'll share my complete system. Hit Python. Who are like a beginner today and joined as a new, subscribe YouTube channel to get all the videos. Live sessions from the 0 onwards, we are sharing with you. So there you will identify how to start Python and how to initiate programs and all. So today maybe who will read newspaper, I don't know. There is an ample of opportunities for Python developers who are learning and doing a simple Python. The huge opportunities are there. If you understand these basics, you will crack many wonders. So we are going to creating a new page called for loops. Yeah, it's a Enadu newspaper article. You may find there. If maybe Enadu will come in English or not, I don't know. Telugu paper, Enadu. Yeah. See the for loop statement, how we are going to constructing the statements here. Very easily using for keyword. Using for keyword, it's enough to prepare the for loop statement. So by reading a simple string, I'm going to reading independent items inside the string. How it will see now. For str we can take or else I you may take whatever it. Or else for item you may take item. In a string I'm reading Python. At the end we put colon, hit enter. We are inside the indentation and for loop block. So here I'm writing a print statement like what I need to write. Yes, I can write simply item. What is the item inside this print statement? We'll see in output. Just see, run this statement. On independent characters, on first iteration, I'm able to see in P. On second, it is this P is going to be storing into this item, and this is going to be printing on iterations. For loop iteration, how it is happening here, you may observe very clearly and simply. See here, this Python string I am able to reading. This Python string, not only the Python string, if you are having computer system with you or any IDE with you, you just go through the examples one by one by changing the simple string keyword. A single string keyword we are reading now. So how it is going to be reading? Each character it is storing into this item, not only the item here. You may put I, A, B, C, str, anything you can put. Anything it can put, it will be stored into this particular variable. This variable on iteration, I'm making in the next statement like this will be go like this way. This will be go like this way. Iteration. Once the iteration is completed, if I want to see an output, like a common message for an output, yesterday how we have seen, if you want like that, you just put an enter into the command line, just print a statement called completed, iteration completed or loop is completed. If I run this, see at the last I'll get the completed statement. If I put this inside the indent position and the for loop block position, on every character I'll get the completed. Let's see by running this. Wow, so many. I is completed. Then here I need to write character completed. I have to write. So let's go like that way. These are the combinations you need to practice. If we are practicing on every single concept means we won't get much time. So you try to practice yourself such a simple and easiest task in your hands-on sessions. So now by reading of a string, it's successfully it is completed. Similarly, what I'm doing here, say I'm putting square brace at the starting point and ending point. Inside, I'm putting multiple strings, Python, beginners, and Mython, Python. You can add your own independent strings. So you may put like database. Okay. So this is called like when we put open like first at last at square braces, square brackets also you may use. It will be called as it's a list of items. So the list of items I'm reading, not a single item, multiple items. One by one I am going to reading. So what happens for the iteration? Now it will be readed by like string by string. It will read and it will go gives you an output. Let's see if I run this. Awesome. Python, beginners, Mython, database. At the last, the common message we are getting like a completed. So see, if I'm using multiple strings, if I added here, that one also will be readed by loop statement. It will continuously, it will iterate. So here by seeing the string statements we have reading here, don't think for loop is for only strings. Let's see here. You may put directly numbers also 2, 3, something. You can put as many numbers over there. As many numbers over there and execute. So let's see. See, first strings are completed. Then immediately I have prepared this statement for item in this list items. It's a completely numeric values. Not only numeric, if I put something like a float value, let's see, you will get the float also. Any value, irrespective of the value, it will be treated as object. It won't, preferably, it won't be like a string number or like a true or false expression, Boolean expression. It won't treat that way. It will read what are the items are there, which is having with the comma based, and the square braces means it's a list items. It will be treated that way, and it will read and it will show you. So very simple how we are going to treating a group of items. So group of items, see, like a list items, I am putting directly here. Instead of putting directly here, I may write a very clear program. I don't know, the list items may increase or decrease. So what I'll do, I'm removing from here, and I'll put like a NUM is my list items and a paste. So here I'll apply NUM variable. That's it. See, for item in number, this number is going to be treated this list item. How I am assigned to a variable this list item. So you can add or remove whatever it might be, dynamic or constant, whatever it you use. So if I read this, so how it is coming? 2, 3, 4, one by one, it will automatically read. And maybe you may think that either string or number only it is going to be reading. Not that way. You may put a combination of string, letter, number, whatever it. See, it's reading. Independently, it's reading perfectly. So this is the way for loop is going to be reading one by one. It is going to be printing in output. See, here it is, built-in functions are there. Instead of using this common functionality, I'm putting these lines are into comment. If anyone wants to write the notes, you can prepare, or else later also I'll share the notes with you. You need not to worry. So let's see here now. There is a built-in method. There is a built-in method which will comes to a part 2, like range method. How you need to control your for loop, range built-in method, we'll see and we'll test it. Print, sorry, for I or item, whatever it you can use here, item in range of, range function is built-in function from Python. With the range of 10 I am taking, and print item, sorry, IT. Yeah. So if I run this program, see the I range is initiating from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 10 numbers, 10 times this for loop is iterating. So if you want to see any message, like common message means this way. Hello, I am member of comma EM. So now how dynamically it will comes now. See, first it is always it's a printing for this line, and next immediately what I have prepared for that line. Hello, I am numbers of 0. You can prepare by combinations of static data with your custom dynamic data. So on next iteration, it is 1. Similarly, hello, I am number 2, number 1, 2, 3. If you want to see like this line only, means what you need to do, you just put a comment line. This is the purpose only. It's a very important for comment lines. So you are ignoring to run the execution of this program. Now you test it. You will see only number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's it. This is the advantage of range method. You can iterate for loop without help any. If you want to run the program to execute, to run such a required number of times, you can put using range method and you can write the program. And this range method, if you want to control where to start and where to stop. For this, we have given simple 10 means the index position of the 0 is starting. That way, range is also will always starts from 0. So if you want to control this range, maybe if you want to get like Like if you want to like getting start from the 5 or 6, whatever it your custom number, from start 5 to 10, around these numbers only. If you want to run the range method, what you need to do is very simple. To for item item in range method, see here, give the starting position and ending position, print, put something item, or you want to put any information, you can add here. So now if I run this, see this one and this one, second one will concentrate. So second one, see, first one is terminated here. So I'll write a print statement. ERINT. Excuse me. So what I want, yeah, some dash line is enough. So we can print. Yes. So it is dividing the things. So see, the range method is always having like a beginning point and ending point. So from 5 onwards, I should start this range method. So it is initiating 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's a till 10 we have given, means from 0 it will start. So it is printing up to 10. Means 10 means it's a -1. We can treat it as. All right. So the same way in always you may observe here. In always you may observe. In range method, it's always from the 5 means it's incrementing by +1. It's always incrementing range method to run the for loop by +1. So if you want to jump either +2 or +3 or +4, yes, that facility is also there in built-in range method, range function or range method, both are same. Item in range of, you may start from 5 till 20, between increment by 2. Just say int of item. Yes. Now check here. On every iteration, it will be the next iteration will be incremented by +2. This is the number what we have assigned here. So 5, 7 series, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, so on. What is the number you have given for the range? It will go over there. If I put 1 lakh or 2 lakhs, 10 lakhs, 10 crores, it will go. System will understand how to go and how to run. Okay. So accordingly, you take the number and test yourself with the many examples. So here I'll give you a simple exercise for you, like by practicing using for loop. Yeah. Sorry. Print. We are doing a simple exercise. Addition for list items, list items. Addition for list items. Okay. So the list I want to take product prices. I'm taking product prices. Means I don't know the prices how it would be. Like you may think it. Any e-commerce portals like Amazon, Flipkart, or Swiggy, by adding of food items, or online courses, or what are the things? Any shoppings like I'm not clearly remembering the populars, Mintras, any shopping which you like. There in shopping cart, sometimes you may add like 2 or more items, not a single item. More items you may add to the cart. In such time, you may observe that at the final billing, you may see the grand total after all the discounts and all. Most of the e-commerce portals, 99.9% you will get some discount, whatever it. So eliminating all this, at the final price, you will getting all the total amount you will get. How simple it would be done? How simple it would be done? Let's see. We'll see in a simple example using this for loop here. Okay. So see, prices which are going to be adding in this for loop, I'm taking like a group of items, prices how are going to be accumulating here. So we are taking like a combination of the prices like a 10 and 20 and again 10. What would be the total? 10, 20, 20. 20, 20 match. Like it would be 40. Very simple. We'll add multiple items later. So using for loop, how simple it is. Let's see. To making like a sum I want. This list of items, how many will come? I don't know. Maybe increase, maybe decrease. Maybe increase, maybe decrease. If zero means we'll validate prices. If it's zero, it won't enter into the loop. Will terminate. There is a no cards in something like no cards in your cart. Happy shopping, or will redirect to the user to the again shopping like shopping dashboards. We'll try to making him like more attractive to buy the items. Developer needs to do. Okay. So see, price item also you can take prices. No, the nomenclature we can say that. So the relevant word we need to use. For the purpose, I'm using price only. Any variable, maybe I also you can use here. Yeah. For price in prices, what is the prices? This list items variable. This list item variable. So what I need to do, I need to make the total for all these list items. I don't know how many. Dynamically, I'm thinking and I'm writing the program. So I'm taking a variable sum or total. Sum or total I'm taking, and plus equal to pre, like how the pre increment and post increment will works, plus I or I plus plus. This way plus equal to operator will help you to keep on adding the items to the left variable. So total plus equal to this price. So this way, why we are getting error here? Unresolved reference. There is a no reference variable we have not declared. So declare a variable total that equal to initiative value. Always total you need to put 0. Why? Because if you are getting later time total, if any memory or any allocated memory information, if it is there for the total, you will get wrong output, like wrong information as a sum you will get. Maybe existing value plus additions value you will get such way the totals. So when the program is going to be executing or initiating in your system or live server also, will be called API, application programming interface. Application programming interface. And very important point, any programming language will run and execute from the top to bottom approach. I think at the very beginning lectures we have discussed all the things. Let's see here. I'll explain once we receive the time now. Where is my drawing tool? Yeah. Program will always starts from at the top of the page. From the top to bottom, program will execute from the line by line. The conditions or fails means that particular block it will skip. Again, it will continue the next line, which the block is terminated or exited. Strongly remember all of you. Program how APIs will run or any page is landing. Like new page is coming. When you are clicking something, menu item means new page is coming. Means how it is initiate. Top to bottom approach, it will approach the codes. All the compilers will follow the same principles. There is no new principle till now. So, and top to bottom approach and left to right, it will move. Left to right. Why? If the page is loaded for this program page, it will be top to bottom. See, at here position, it will load first this variable. It will load first this variable. The compiler will concentrate on this variable. If it is finds like the variable is declared, equal to is there. If you are not given any information this, it will throw you error here itself. You are not adding any information to the variable, empty variable you are declared and you are not used and using equal to operator. You are not assigned anything, means it will throw you error itself, it will stop. If this is a line is clear statement, it will go to the next line of the statement. Then it will comes to the left to right approach, it will comes. Left we call it as variables. Using equal to operator, we are assigning the data to variable. Right side will be called as data, which is going to be assigned to the variable. So now the next line, how this is the variable will be readed by compiler, and using equal to operator, this 0 is going to be assigned to the total as a variable. This approach will follow for all the compilers. Yeah. So now this total on every iteration of a for loop, what happens? These prices will be readed by one. On each price is going to be added to the total. So finally, the total will be at the final sum value will get there. This I want to write a print statement. How I need to write? On every line, I don't want to see the print on every line of the block, like how the iterations are happening. So I want to get the total at the end. Once the loop is terminated, then I will get the total. So I need to write outside the for loop block. So I think again I need to take pen. So this is only the portion will be called as for loop block. If you are written like statements using the same indentation position, it will be called as for loop block. Otherwise, if you are starting from the 0, like this position onwards, if you are starting means, which is comes under outside the block, like a for loop statement. So now I'm writing outside the block, how it is, let's see. So outside the block means from the 0 onwards, if I am writing, it will be called as outside. So print like something I want to TOTAL, total. I want to get the total. So simply we can put like a TO, comma, TO, TAL. Yes, we'll get the total, I think so. By running this, yeah, total 40 we are getting here. See, total 40. Wow, you may think that it's awesome. No, it's not awesome. Simple programming only. See, you can put like by adding some numbers which are not in your mind and which you are not countable. You can add like integer and decimal point values also. Maybe your shirt, maybe you buy it like a 99.99 rupees 50 paisa or 999.1 rupee or 2 rupees. Sorry, 999 plus not 1 rupee, it's a 80 paisa or 50 paisa. So put the calculation in such way. Okay, maybe put all 9999 fancy numbers also and run the program and see the output. You need not to put your mind there. Program will take care. The totals, program will take care and it will give you the totals. See, the total is. This way you need to construct the statements, bulk data. I am putting like how many variables? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 variables. If you get 1 lakh variables, values, 1 lakh values to make the total. See, this program you will get not 1 lakh, 1 crore also. If you are adding there in a list item, you will get comma based list items means you will get the like total in maybe I don't know exact time. Maybe you'll get within a seconds if it is the crores of the data also. And all to be depends upon your system speed also. Sir told us that day it will give seconds, but my system is using Pentium 1 or Pentium system. It's not giving. So sir has told us like wrong statements. Don't think that way. All you define and understand about your system performances and all. So take a notes of this program, which will help you in many reports. Many reports you require cumulative totals on all the column. You need to present at the total at the end. and every row you need to calculate. For that purpose, you will use this loop statement. It will help you a lot. These are the real-time programs, which is required. So you need like 4 or 5 columns are there in your program. What you need to do is here, for loop statements, you may prepare independently for each column, and that column, like a variable, you may put here in this area, That's it. You will get all the columns totals if any. A number of maybe you need not to concentrate mind on there. Any column you may add, so that loop will taken care to get the total and print there the total. Where you want to print and output this variable, there you have to present. That's it. This way you need to think and dynamics, like one problem statements you need to add yourself. Coding is nothing and it's not a vast subject. By putting some efforts to making simple problem statements, simple problem statements you need to identify, you need to learn, and you need to add there. You need to add the solution statements to your career. If you are strongly working in a real-time projects in a 6 months or around 1 year, like so many problems you may gone through. If you are understood and you are solving these problems to like fear and running away, if you are seeing any problem, it always give you like a running momentum. It will come with you only. So sit and solve the problems, learn many things. You will get in success very soon. Don't be think like read some portals and by reading the things you will learn something, means you won't learn anything. Always you have to practice with the code and how you understood very clearly. This is very important for yours. All right. So we have a wonderful example, one more to test keywords. I would like to explain you. So almost we are in the time. So next lecture we'll see about the continue and break statements. Very simply, we'll see and we'll test on continue and break statements on the next lecture. So we are going to winding of the lectures today. So any clarifications or any doubts you have, just ask me now. I'll give you the time. Till now, if anyone who are not subscribed YouTube channel, just grow and subscribe the channel. We'll get all the lectures, which is absolutely free. So who are following us in YouTube and WhatsApp group, I have sent you the notes. Just take a copy of it. Even the participants of here also, I'm sending the notes. Take a notes and participate and take notes with you and make it and practice. Practice yourself well, and definitely you will get very soon as a developers. And most probably from now onwards, who are very much interested to learn much more programming techniques, don't miss the lectures of these upcoming 8 days. You will learn many wonders like functions, passing the parameters, how we are going to making custom functions, and you maybe learn like a method of overloading, overriding, real-time techniques. Why these are overload and why these are override will be learned there with the real-time examples only. Like how we are by doing the coding, we are learning. These are like interesting sessions, or you need to like make any modifications to the deliveries of the lectures. While doing the coding, we are learning the subject. Like what about your feedback? Hold the control button and put the up scroll or down scroll to zoom in and zoom out your code, Surya. If you are using Python. Yeah, I understood, Amjad Siddiqui. So we have a commitment of live sessions are happening here 5 to 6. I'm not having a break with even 1 minute. I'm very hurriedly, runningly coming and joining at 6 o'clock for this session. So if it is possible, we'll update you in later terms. Like so the batch which is happening, live batch at 5 to 6. Yeah. Any other questions you may want to ask me? You may ask now. Any questions? There's something I have received. See, all the timings we are following from 6 to 7 only. Same time. Even power is there or not, we are not shifting anything. Unfortunately, we didn't miss any class. So the tomorrow also schedule is here. You may observe class number 13. Topic would be, I'll update you very soon. Mostly the continuation of for loop. With anything, if we are having a time, we'll discuss more. Yeah. Anything else you want to discuss or any queries? A vast and great opportunities are there in Python. So try to learn Python. Very simple, easiest tips and topics you may follow. Definitely you will be seen in 6 months, like 3 to 6 months, you will be in a on-roll developer using Python. All right. I wish you good luck, all of you. See you. We'll catch you in tomorrow's lecture.